I'm going to put you in a good mood today, Steve-O.
Really?
Yes, we're going to take...
Those are the things I really like to hear.
I've decided to take a couple of calls from some cunts today.
Oh, okay. So you were being ironic then.
Menners is calling and Andy Mayo back-to-back.
Okay, great.
So they're supposed to be calling. One of them said they're going to call 9:15, the other 9:30. Have they reached out yet?
Yes, actually, both of them have.
Okay. We said we'd talk to Menners first, so let's...
Okay.
They've been very critical of the program, so unlike others, I'm happy to talk to the critics. Respond. I'm sure people have questions, although I think we've been pretty...
Keep this one short.
Hello.
It's going to be on my dime calling
What's
to
that?
Australia.
All right, so go ahead. What are your complaints? Let it rip.
What are my complaints? I don't have any complaints.
Well, you have 1 second. Sorry, I'm sorry, Menners. This is Menners, of course, in Australia. A man who is Steve. You have the numbers. Has starved how many employees? How many have died?
Hundreds.
It's an incredible legacy. You are claiming that Barstool on Twitter, Barstool does not want to continue the Kirk Minifan show. Is that correct?
Well, okay, firstly, I just want to say it's appropriate we can talk. It's the 1 year anniversary of Steve's suspension. I'm not sure.
Oh, is that true today?
If you're aware of the significance
Yeah,
of the
that makes
day.
sense.
Yeah,
That is a big day. Wow. Jeez. Congratulations.
We could all be together to
Congratulations on
celebrate.
your paid suspension.
A little vacation. Serving Mike's suspension.
Yeah, no shit. No kidding. So go ahead. So you're I've seen on Twitter you have maintained that Barstool Sports, my contract the option is up in June. I will say we're discussing contract stuff now, but your contention is that Barstool does not want to continue the Kirk Minifan show, but just do the case. Is that correct?
Well, it's not my contention. It's just a feeling I get because I guess when you produce it sort of seems completely checked out and already sort of moving on to the next project.
The show we produce feels that way, or the producer is that way?
The producer feels that way. The Monday and Friday shows usually are fantastic when you've got some help in there.
Sure. No, it's hard for Steve. We all understand.
Yeah, it just feels like Steve's moved on already. He doesn't care about the Minifan.
I don't think anybody doubts that.
Well, I've never cared about you, Menners.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean,
but I've seen on Twitter. Okay, but your thing is, I would just like you're obviously. I mean, we're just. This is what I like. I don't get to do this often. I talked to Dan Katz for a while on the phone last night. Kevin Clancy a little bit yesterday as well when he wasn't. I don't know if Kevin deleted our conversation or not after, but he was. I had to talk to him. But it's good to talk with a podcast equal. You're sort of a giant in the cricket field, and I'm
someone who knows the industry.
Yeah, and I'm sort of the same way. So when you think, I mean, I'm sure you pay attention to the show, and I appreciate that. I mean, you must hear that we have a tremendous volume of advertisement going on right now on the show.
Yeah, I'm not saying the show's doing badly.
So then why would Barstool? But why would Barstool say, "Hey, Kirk, we're going to sign you"? I'm just asking you this intellectually. Forget whether or not I want to do the show anymore. That's a different conversation. But say Barstool says, "Hey, Kirk, we're going to sign you this deal. We want you to do. We like the case. We want you to do more of that. But the other show that you do, that now we have a lot of advertising. It does really well. We have sold out shows at the Wilbur. We're not even going to ask you if you want to do it or not. We're not going to do it anymore, even though we have you under contract. What would be their impetus to do that?
Well, Dave on his show said that at the end of every contract, he kind of just weighs up the sort of value of each sort of show, and then that's why he was talking about he let go a few people recently. Maybe they'd look at the numbers with your show and go, well, the case is doing better. We can just, slot that in there because it's a true crime thing. And, we'll just forget the Kirk Minifan.
But why would they, but I mean, why would they, but for them, it's like it's found advertising and live shows and revenue. And I know Dave last summer with Ellie said that we hadn't made any profit yet. I have no idea if that's true or not.
It's not. We got our revenue sharing bonus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean, if I got a revenue sharing bonus, that means the show is profitable.
Good point. So we're now 8 or 9 months removed from that, and I can tell you that's And I would just say the conversations we had yesterday regarding the case, for sure now I know that that's not even a conversation anymore.
I also think from what Menners is saying is that somehow I have knowledge of your contract negotiations, and I know that Dave is not re-signing the Kirk Minifan show, so I'm checked out.
Yeah, that's definitely not. I can tell you that I've said this before. 3 people know about my contract. Well, I shouldn't say that. 4 people. My lawyer, Dave, Erica, me. Those are the only people unless they're telling people at Barstool that I don't know about. That is the length and width of people who know about my contract situation.
And Intern Will, of course.
And Intern Will, that's true. Certainly.
Well, I can see Clancy sneaking into Erica's office. I mean,
Intern Will is my lawyer. That's why he knows.
He's got COVID.
I know. Boy, fingers crossed, man. Hopefully that. Well, he's fat, so we have a chance, right?
It's a fat smoker.
Yeah.
That's true. If he survives, the fuck are we doing here? Go ahead, Matters. I didn't mean to get in your way. Please go ahead.
It just feels that Steve's making no effort to sort of find any sort of common ground with you. All the listeners feel like the Wednesday shows are just so far apart. I mean, you mentioned cricket. I could come in on Wednesdays and talk cricket with you and probably have more fun than you're having with Steve.
I've liked some of the Wednesday shows. I like the countdown show we did.
It seems to me
I like the road trip show we did. Actually, the last Wednesday show was good. I mean, are 3 people in my mind going to be better than 2 people? Most of the time. Yeah, that's probably true.
It seems to me, Menners, that you've made no effort to evolve or become a more complex character within the Miniverse.
Oh, no kidding. I mean, just disappeared.
One note Johnny.
Sitting there drooling over middle-aged women is what he does in his entire life now. Just a short loser pervert. Who's is just
trying to sell T-shirts and make a little bit of money. None of his employees are going to see that.
Jesus Christ! I mean, just the fuck. I mean, what is this argument? So it's basically just pure speculation.
Absolutely. I mean, it was. This is the thing. I just put a tweet out, and it really gets you going. I mean, after the Dr. Lance show, that was a complete disaster.
Total disaster.
You flipped out. I mean,
unlike you, I take my work seriously. I mean, I know certainly you have pubic hair in your food. You've masturbated in food that you've served to customers. We know what you've done to your employees. We understand all that. I take my work personally. I apologize for nothing when it comes to that. But you have this theory, this working theory hold on. You have this working theory that Steve is my mother. Have I seen that? Have I heard you say that before?
Well, okay. Well, actually, if you take your work so seriously, I mean, you should learn to plug in a microphone when you've got a computer.
I can't go. Don't ask too much. I can only do so many things. What is your Steve mother theory? What is it?
Well,
have you heard this yet, Steve?
Well, it's just an extension of the typical cunty Minifan argument that I'm somehow the arbiter of information that gets to you.
Yeah, you're almost like I'm Glenn Campbell at the end and you're his wife, rolling me out on stage to play songs. It doesn't the idea. I can just tell you. I think Steve could tell you pretty definitively what the dynamic is in terms of.
I should just publish our text messages. To be honest,
I mean, I don't know, but did you enjoy when I yelled at Steve wearing his pajamas in the hotel, Manners? Did you masturbate to that?
Yes, the both things. But I guess my theory with the mother.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sort of spoiled kid
who else would do this? What's wrong with me, Steve? How you did this, right?
There was a minute when you were like, "You're really going to enjoy today's show," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, we're going to talk about Neera Tanden."
Are we ever going to get there? Go ahead. I'm sitting there talking to Kevin Clancy on the phone, driving in about the fucking Woody Allen documentary. I'm just like, Jesus, what is going on with me? Go ahead.
Well, yeah, just look. The theory is that you're the spoiled kid from Winchester, which is this is absurd, but that Steve, he just does everything for you with the show, and therefore, that if you sort of need him.
But your argument is he's not doing. But your argument is he's not doing anything.
I'm checked out and I'm doing everything.
How does he do it?
Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, which one is it, Matters? Is he doing nothing?
I'm a chameleon.
You're an absentee mother now. What's a latchkey kid? Is that what I am? Is that what it's called? I come in here by myself now and just watch TV all day?
I'm a helicopter parent.
You don't want to lock me down on these theories.
Okay,
well. You don't want to lock me down.
Well, Steve is. I don't look at Steve as a mother figure.
I certainly appreciate the consistency of your arguments, Menners.
I just think I don't know. I actually don't feel like Steve's checked out, but maybe I don't know. Does Steve care more about the case than the Kirk Minihane show right now? Yes, he does. Right?
Does Kirk care more about the case than he does the Kirk Minihane show?
Care about both equally. That's what I can do, Steve.
But you hate the Minifans. That's the thing.
I hate you, Menners. I hate you, Menners.
I mean, Menners, if you were Steve, would you like you?
No, but that doesn't mean all the Minifans should be ignored.
Of course they could. I fucking blocked that idiot who won that contest who is gone, dead. Imagine giving that guy who now blabs with all these fucking idiots, imagine giving him the case the day before anybody else. I wouldn't fucking trust him with that.
See, the thing is, Menners, it's the 99% of Minifans who give that 1% such a bad name.
I like Menners, by the way. I mean, I get no problem.
He's not the biggest cunt out there, for sure.
He's okay. He's a real fan of the show.
He's also a cartoon character.
Like Andy Mayo, who we're going to have on in a couple minutes, is a true cunt.
Yes.
Like just a true mole-faced loser cunt who I really hope whatever is in his body metastasized to every fucking organ. So he just melts and just collapses and oozes into the fucking sewer and goes away. You know what I'm saying, Manners?
Yeah, I love Mayo. I'm a Mayo guy.
Oh, yeah, we all are. We all are. Any other complaints or questions or criticisms?
Well, not really. Just Manners Live is returning to your network.
Oh, is it? Oh, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Because the guy you hosted with is and another cunt. Another absolute cunt who looks like got kicked out of his house, is living in some apartment somewhere. He's a loser, too. True or false?
I mean, there's not a lot of Aussie Minifans to choose from.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. He sucks.
Yeah,
he sucks. Oh, God, I hope he has a fucking heart attack. I really do. I hope he's so fat and ugly. He's disgusting. That show right now is... I'm considering picking it up for another season. Considering. Because right now the YouTube channel is on fire right now. Some of these shows get 150, 200 views. This thing is on fire right now. Just grab a hold of it and ride it home. All right, goodbye, Manners.
But don't you think like Steve should reach out to the All in the Minute family guys? And
why?
They've put in so much work.
Why? They did a great job. Why? Like those guys, Tim Riggles and the idiot, the pussy who was like, I'm playing devil's advocate here. That guy. They did a fantastic job. I said it on the show. We've played sound. Why does Steve need to reach out to them? Why?
Because he's your producer.
He produces my show, not their YouTube show. They have a producer, Justin. What does it matter?
You've always said the audience are the fourth chair, so he's got to cultivate that for you. That's part of his job, is to make that part of the show. Okay. All right. Goodbye, man. See you later. All right. Well, there you go. Mander's making the case for the Minifans. I respect that. You think this is bad? Oh, it's going to get worse. Babbel. Thank God for Babbel. Is there a Minifan? I'm surprised there isn't a Minifan language yet. Actually, there is. It's just bitch. Jesus. Your Wednesday show stink. Your show. Why is it 3 days a week? 2 hours. The number one selling language learning app. You learn a new language with Babbel. Babbel. You go to babbel.com. Babbel.com. You get 6 months for the price of 3. Babbel.com, code Kirk for an extra 3 months free. Babbel, language for life. It's a 15-minute lesson. Make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. Babbel designs their courses with practical, real-world conversations in mind. Things you'll get to use in everyday life. Steve, give us a sentence in the foreign language. Go ahead.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Oui. Mais bon. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, German, and many more, 10 more. Their speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. Start a new language learning journey today. As I said, with Babbel, Babbel.com. Use promo code Kirk for an extra 3 months free. Babbel, language for life. All right. Matters is just
he's a cartoon.
He's
latched on to hating Steve, and that's, turned him into, that's his thing. That's fine. It's just shtick.
Yes, but intellectually, I would just ask these people, why would Barstool not, if they're going to sign me, why would they not want to continue the show?
Yes.
It's not losing money. It's making money. It's a revenue. I mean, I'm sure, Andy, did you call?
I've got his phone number here. Right?
All right. What's the number? You can release it to the crowd. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm in a good mood, too. That's the other thing.
I don't know. Probably to distract from that awful Bruce Springsteen podcast.
Strong disagree. Look at this loser. Bitch. He doesn't answer the phone when the time comes. Told him 9:30, right? And here we are.
Unless his number's changed.
Hi, you've reached Andy.
Oh, what was that? What the hell?
I don't know. Might have a turtle syndrome going on here.
We called. I mean, you can call back if you'd like. Yeah, so, geez. They call him KDC now, not capitulating Clancy, deleting Clancy. Deleting those Tiger tweets, baby, which I am very happy to defend him on those. I have no issue. He was not... These idiots, it's like when I got in trouble with Erin Andrews, which was dumb, whatever. I said if she was 15 pounds heavier, she'd be a waitress at Perkins.
In your apology.
In my apology. I got suspended for my apology, not for what I said. Yes. And people, including the Globe, were trying to write that I was saying this about the Perkins School of the Blind. And they reached out to a representative there.
didn't know that.
Yes, it's true. So
that's actually some great spin. Bravo to the Globe.
Incredible. That's back when they had real people with initiative working there. So Kevin tweeted out like Tiger Woods 1, hoax nothing or something.
No, he said hoax town, population 1, Tiger, basically.
Right. And he's not suggesting that Tiger Woods is hoaxing a fucking car accident. He's staging it. What he's saying is, and it does happen all the time, and he listed all the examples of it, these 2 broken legs and this injury. And the one guy you sent me the thing right away, I had no idea who that guy was.
No.
I mean, so, it turned out to be true. But I was like, he's getting in trouble for this? They're trying to cancel him for this? And
I don't think it was like a they. I think it was Stoolies were on him because it was like Tiger Woods is the god.
No, but
I think that's how it started, though. Yes. His own followers were like, how dare you say this about Tiger? We don't know if his leg's going to be okay.
But he wasn't even saying it about Tiger. He was just saying there's a chance it's not real.
Yes.
And then, boy, I mean, right away, everyone's like, yikes, quote tweet the thing. Oh, they call? All right, we'll do the Tiger thing. So let's just get this over with. Put me in a bad mood. I was in a good mood, too.
You're live to tape with Kirk Minifan.
All right, so ask whatever questions you want. Let's just get this over with. One of the great cunts of all time.
Okay. This time last year, you did the YouTube tour, and one thing that came up several times was you said that you had changed your tune, you were on board with growing the show as much as possible in 2020. So how did that go, and is that still your goal?
I think the show has grown fine. I mean, we're happy with the numbers, and I think I was just saying the Menors who we talked to before. I mean, if you pay attention to the show, I don't know if you do or not, certainly the advertisers are much more in volume than, say, a year ago. Much more. I mean, we had 6 the last 3 weeks.
What do you attribute that to? The
show, the show is good and the audience is super loyal.
I mean, the response,
okay.
the response.
The advertisers are thrilled. I mean, the rates are up.
People are coming back.
I mean, Steve just got a bonus for revenue. Like the show is when the producer's getting a revenue bonus, that means the show is doing real profit.
So how much of that is
me? 150% Who do you think it is? You?
Because the Barstool sales department.
Yeah, I mean, it's me. It's me. People want to hear me talk about stuff.
Well, my question was going to be, how much of it is Steve? How many of those advertisers is Steve securing directly, or how many are being, funneled to you guys through the Barstool sales department?
Certainly Milton's is through Steve. I mean, the ones that, Andy, you listen to the show. You know which ones are.
I know, but Omaha Steaks, the newer ones.
That's
yeah,
Barstool.
Omaha's through Barstool. But see, the thing is, producers aren't supposed to sell advertising. I started selling advertising because we didn't.
This was not in his contract.
Yeah, New York was not paying attention to us. Like, I don't get an extra bonus unless, it contributes to the revenue sharing. So if Barstool is going to supply us with 4 or 5 advertisers, why should I go out there and spend my time selling?
Well, I'll give you an example. Like on the case yesterday, we're not going to announce it yet, but we secured Barstool secured a presenting sponsor for the case. It's a monster, deal. It's a big deal. And Barstool did that. They secured it. That's not going to be Steve's job. That's Barstool's job.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, when you guys were first mad about Barstool not funneling sales your way, and it led to you saying Steve would have to do it. Yeah, I get that. That was more out of.
Did you put your dick back in your pants? Where's swinging dick, hating Steve Robinson, hating the show Mayo? What's going on here? What are we doing?
Well, I don't hate the show.
Okay.
I do hate Steve.
Okay.
Do you want me to ask my questions?
Well, go ahead. I mean, you're sitting there, playing with your fucking asshole. Let's go. Come on, let's go. We're live here.
All right. Well, why do you want to abandon KMS as soon as you can?
Didn't say I want to abandon KMS. What I said was, and I saw you react to it, that's why I reached out to you, and I'm happy. I think you would certainly agree that no other prominent podcast host in America would confront his critics like this. Would you say that?
I don't listen to a lot of other podcasts. Okay, I'm sure it's rare.
Okay, so I think what I said is if they offered me more money or the same amount of money to do just the case and not do the show, who wouldn't do that?
It's just a business decision.
It's not even that. It's just a human being life decision. Like, you can work less but make the same amount of money or maybe more. What would you say if they offered you that, your job?
It depends. I mean, if someone said, I'll pay you more to work less, but the job you have to do is a job you'll hate, then I would say no.
Okay, I don't hate this job, but if they're saying to me, hey, we think the case is going to be huge, keep doing the case, we understand that. I think you don't understand, and that's okay because we've kept it sort of vague, how hard I'm working and Steve's working on the case. It is a full-time job. If they said, hey, maybe to alleviate it, you would do the show once a week or not at all, but we're going to pay you what we think the case is worth and what you're worth to the company because of the case, and it's more than I'm making now, I would leave. Of course I would.
I also think that you find the work on the case a little bit more like intrinsically gratifying.
Well, I just think it's more. It's sometimes. Look, I love.
Sometimes it's more exciting.
Yeah, but I love doing the show. Like I've had a lot of fun the last few months doing the show. But like I would say, like people like you to some extent, and sort of that crowd, to just get them out of my life completely, to wash them out, would be a wonderful thing too.
I wouldn't like that.
I understand.
But do you think? So my question you referred to on Twitter was, why doesn't this seem to bother the really diehard, super loyal Minifans?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should be bothered if you're saying, because of this very slim minority of fans that I want to get away from,
whatever they think is fine. I think they hear me say that and they don't believe me. Don't you? I mean, how many times have I threatened to do this in the last fucking 10 years?
I don't. Yeah, I did get some people saying, "Oh, he's kidding," or "I don't believe him." But
I'm not kidding, but I believe in the moment. But next Tuesday I might not, and then the Thursday after I might, and then 2 days later I might love it. This is me you're dealing with. This is not a normal human being.
Is there any chance that the case will be so big that they say, Kirk, we'd like you to do the case and it's worthy of its own full-time producer, in which case Steve Robinson moves from KMS solely to the case and Dave Cullinane moves to KMS?
Zero chance. I'm all set.
Why?
With I like Dave, but I'm all set with him. Like you like Dave because he does that hit show. Like it's not Dave. Steve's a better producer than Dave, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I know you guys like Dave more and he interacts with you guys. I get that. Dave's busy doing his own show, and that's fine. I like Dave, and anytime Dave wants to come and produce and do stuff, if Steve's not here, I'd love to have him. But if they pitch it like that, that means the case is so big that there won't be a Kirk Minahan show anymore.
You don't think you would do it even just for
No.
Just for you?
Once or twice a week?
Once or twice a week. No, if they said to me, Kirk, we're going to pay you a lot of money to do just the case, and you could focus on that full time, and you don't have to do your other show anymore. I mean, I know that everybody likes the show, but of course I wouldn't do it. No, I would be gone.
We'll do a couple episodes a week just to email to you.
I can say it to you. I mean, I have babbled here. I can say it in 14 different languages if you like. But, no, niet, ne, no, ne, no.
I don't want to disparage a sponsor. I won't point out that was short of 14, but that was very good.
Thank you. That's the best I could do.
So, but you can understand for fans who, you said they're the most loyal audience in the world.
Absolutely. I love them. Yeah.
So for the most loyal audience in the world to hear the guy doing the thing they love so much say, I would stop doing this at the drop of the hat if I could.
Right.
You get that.
I didn't say I would do a stop a hat if I could. What I said was if they made me this offer and I would take season 2 and 3 or 4, whatever the case, very seriously, it's a full-time job. By the way, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I think I'll keep doing this. When I'm presenting to you, I think is an unlikely scenario. But sure, but also like it's my life. It's not their life. Like I don't owe them a fucking thing. Do you think I owe them something?
Well, listen, you used to say on
do you think I owe them something? I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I think every business owes their customers something.
Okay, but I'm saying if the show is done, like if the show's done and we're done, I agree. I have a contract, which I outperform, by the way, including this one, all the time. But if I stop doing the show and the show's done and I make my deal with Barstool and my contract's done, the Kirk Minahan show is not my contract anymore, what would I owe these people at that point?
No, not at that point. Right. I think, though, I guess it would all depend on the reasons that you give for ending it. Like if you were to end it and say, listen, everybody, it's because Mayo's a dick and Menners sucks, and it's because of this slim minority of fans that gave me a hard time.
You trying to shoot yourself, Steve?
Yes.
I think it's part of it. Like it's a small part of it. But I mean, you guys are like it's also just joyless and humorless and cunt-filled, and like I get it. You guys hate the show. I don't really care. But after a while, it's just like it just wears me out. And like and like maybe I just don't want to. Maybe I just want to try something else, and then maybe 4 years from now, I'll come back and do the show. Again, this is all. Barstool wants me to keep doing the Kirk Minahan show. Like the show's doing well. It's making a profit. It's not going anywhere. The scenarios I said that I just outlined to you is very, very unlikely. However, should that scenario present itself, just like every single, the tens of thousands, whoever listening to this episode right now, just like every single one of them, if they said, hey, instead of 2 shows, you can do 1 and you can get paid more, I would do that. Maybe that's crazy.
Breaking news.
I mean, I know I need to make, Patrick and Andy Mayo and Kirk's fucking sneakers and fucking Kirk's child, whatever, fucking happy. But I really don't. I owe them a show right now because I have a even that. I don't owe them that. It's my fucking life. It's my contract. I owe Barstool that. I don't know the listener's dick.
Oh, I just disagree. I mean, you used to say on EEI when, big time athletes would complain if the home crowd booed them, and you would say you wouldn't have a job if those fans didn't give a shit.
Correct.
And them booing means they give a shit. So I feel like that kind of applies to you too, where,
I can't get frustrated when I have people fucking bitching and moaning and endless bitching. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, you fucking complained because that fucking idiot, and I'm sorry that his family's struggling, is harassing us over not retweeting his GoFundMe, which we did. And then then you jump on board. So it's stuff like that. I don't care if you say the show stinks. It's stuff like that. And it's stuff like the fundraising, which you've done, other people have done, where I'm like, fuck these fucking assholes. And if some fan base went after an athlete because of money he tried to raise for somebody and they just tried to be assholes, if I was on EEI, I'd say fuck those fucking assholes. And those are not 99.9% of my fans, but it's that 0.01% who bitch about stuff like that fucking makes me sick. Just fucking makes me sick.
What have I said about charity?
You just see, well, first of all, you've said about every fundraiser we've done.
What did I say?
You want to go back to the 5K? You want to go back to the fucking pizza? You want to go back to the fucking Mancock? We just did it.
Yeah, tell me what I said about. First of all, the 5K. The 5K wasn't a charity.
You just did it. You just did it a week ago. You did it a week ago.
That is the only one that I would do. Take a mulligan if I could.
Okay. Well, great. So you did it, and there you go. So you did it. Why'd you have to? What compels you to do that?
Was the 5K a nonprofit? Was it a fundraising endeavor?
No, 5K was a Barstool thing. But what compels you to do that? Like to go after Steve when it's just not true. You don't even know this guy, who Kirk. To be honest, is. And again, I feel very bad for his family, and I hope everything works out. And I'm glad they raised a bunch of money. Is harassed Steve for months. I know this. So what would you like us to do about that? Like what compels you then, without any knowledge at all, to jump on and be like, oh, these fucking guys are assholes that are fucking raising. Do you understand where I'm coming from on that?
I do, but
that's different than saying the show stinks.
As I told you when you DM'd me, that was an opportunity to dunk on Steve that I wish if I had a mulligan, I would not have.
Well, great. Well, you didn't, and you did it, and so it annoyed me. So that to answer your question is different than booing an athlete. That is different than booing an athlete.
I don't think it's fair to say that. I don't care
what you appreciate or not.
What I did in that case, I also did with Mancock. I never said anything about Mancock. With Pizzagate, we talked about it on YouTube. I told you.
That's what I mean.
If you ask your fans,
I don't care. So you bitch about that.
Okay, so you're just gonna accuse me of doing a bunch of stuff and then cut me off.
Did you bitch about the pizza thing?
I didn't bitch about it. I told you that you told your fans, give us money for A, and then you didn't deliver on A, and then you guys bitched about it.
So again, would you say that's different than booing an athlete for throwing an incomplete pass?
I guess it's different.
I would say so. So what other questions
do you have? Kirk, you can't act like you don't.
What other questions do you have?
So this whole notion that fans who are critical of the show must hate the show.
No, that's not true. I just had Manners on. I said Manners likes the show. I know people who like the show and don't like the show, but there's also people who think in their little 80 or 140 or 260 world that they're little stars now, like the idiot who won the golden ticket, who obviously it's been taken away from. But there are people like that who feel that when I see them, I'm just like, they just want it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But go ahead. What about it?
But don't you think that's bound to happen when you built this world where you guys embrace that the audience is such an active part of it?
Yep. And it still annoys me too. So there you go.
So do you think the other day when you were talking to KFC, both of you said you'll get labeled contrarians for not liking things. And you said it's more fun to talk about the stuff you don't like in a book or a movie or a TV show. It's more fun to argue and nitpick and battle and say, why did they do this or do that?
Uh-huh.
I feel like a lot of the fans that you hate subscribe to that same philosophy about KMS.
I don't know. I mean, again, when you say, the guy who we raised money for his kid went out to dinner that night and they start, going after him and they go after some police officer who lost it. Like, it's just like, to me, it's just different. I don't know.
Yeah, that's different. But people saying
it'd be one thing, Andy, if you were disagreeing with something Kirk or I said on the show and interacting with our take, but instead of coming up with takes on the contract negotiations or
I don't care about that even.
Charitable thing.
Yeah, that charity thing. If you don't like an episode of the show, obviously I'm like, God, they're fucking idiots. But that is no shelf life for me. I don't care about that.
Okay, the charity thing though.
Okay. All right.
If you guys raise money for a billboard and don't deliver on a billboard, or you announce raffles for people to buy tickets to a for-profit 5K and then don't actually hold those raffles, you don't think fans should be able to say, hey, you kind of told us my money was going towards something and then you switched it on me after I gave it to you?
Sure. They can do whatever they'd like. Of course they can. I can also be, when it's ridiculous, which could happen, I can call them out for it.
Are those ridiculous examples for someone to say, hey, I thought I was...
I know it defines your life, but I have no memory specifically of what you bitched about with the 5K. I know it was ridiculous.
Oh, but you just told me everything. A few minutes ago, you said you lump me in with people that complained about things.
You bitched and moaned about the 5K. Yes or no?
I didn't bitch and moan. Okay. I pointed out that a caller called in and you guys, you guys were not nice to the person who called in and said, why'd you open up the 5K to everybody at the last second? And I pointed out that you also had announced that you would do raffles at every 250 or 500.
I remember now, but because he just doesn't understand that we can let anyone who wants to just go run the 5K can go run.
Oh, that's right. He wants us to hold gun
exactly.
Right,
he wanted us to prevent.
Steve, I went back and listened to the episode where you announced the 5K. Steve, you presented it as it was exclusive access to the 5K in the app.
Yeah, we didn't.
And then at the last second,
we didn't advertise that if you wanted to be a scumbag and steal the content, you could steal the content. Yeah, we should have advertised.
You sent out the digital badge so that anybody could do it if they wanted to.
So that people could listen if they weren't interested in actually running the 5K. I'm sorry I didn't announce that you could be a scumbag and do what you probably did.
Okay, how about the raffle?
I think we know that Andy Mayo did not run the 5K. There's no doubt about that.
I didn't run it, but I did buy two. I bought two entries.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
At the time, but whatever. But Steve, what about the raffles?
What raffles are you talking about?
You guys announced raffles to incentivize ticket sales for the 5K, and then those raffles did not happen.
No, I think we did do the raffles, didn't we?
No, you did not. You did not. Because one of the things you were going to give away was a live show for anybody to pick where it would happen. You guys never did it. At the time, you claimed, Steve, that it had something to do with Barstool not giving you access to the ticket sale information to pull a winner from.
By the way, that is actually true. I do remember that. That is actually true because we talked to them about that. They would not give us names because we did it through them.
It was like a privacy thing.
That is actually true.
And we've actually which
by the way we discussed on the air because I remember discussing it on the air. That is true.
Okay, but so for me to point out that
unlike any other show in the world, we then discussed it on the air. We said this is what's going on. This happened. Like we were full. You think we're like hiding it? What is your theory?
No, but you're telling me that I was like being outrageous or made ridiculous claims about the 5K when really all I did was point out that you guys promised things that didn't get delivered on and then were total dicks to any fans that said anything about it.
Okay, what else?
All right. More questions.
Poor Steve.
Well, you said the numbers are good, right?
Steve, you can hear how much this guy loves the show, right? It's unbelievable.
I really am. I'm not checked out. I swear to God. I'm totally tuned into what this guy's saying.
Service above
Steve,
self.
you've been checked out since.
Why are you so? What the fuck are you so mad about? The fuck are you so mad about?
I've got a theory.
What's that?
It's with all these Minifans who are so cunty. They reach out, they interact, they DM, they send you an email, and I engage with them a little bit. And then, maybe some other Minifans come in and I don't have enough attention for them. I can't tickle their asshole quite enough. And this is what happened with Andy. He wanted to do his nickel's worth of free advice show. And I interacted with him. I was very pleasant with him.
Awful. Yeah.
And then that kind of dropped away, and he's not getting enough attention. Right. And then the worm turns. It happened with Menners too. It happened with Red. It happened. Yeah, with
the bitching about like the other stuff is fine, but the 5K stuff is that particular one though. I mean, if I'll go back and listen, I know he bitched a lot more than that, but he's spinning it his way now, which is fine.
It's the middle of a pandemic, and we're trying to go above and beyond and deliver content.
We did it for profit though. We did it for Barstool.
Yeah, Stevie. Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys spin it. You still have fans on Twitter who think it was a charity thing because of the way it was spun. That's a nifty theory, Steve.
It was Portnoy Memorial 5K. You fucking idiot.
When did I ever say it was for charity ever?
No, but
so
the way.
So if the guys you talk to on Twitter think it was for charity, that's on them. We never said it was a charity. Never.
But the way Steve just said, it's a pandemic and we're going above and beyond, presents it like it's some charitable endeavor. So, of course, people have that perception.
Okay, never said it was a charitable endeavor.
Did we ever say it was for charity, ever? Did we ever say it was for charity?
You just lumped it in as charity when you listed the 5K and man cost and Pizzagate.
Did I ever say during the process of the 5K with Dave ever there was a charitable thing ever?
No.
Okay, then shut the fuck up and ask your next question.
Steve, do you think maybe fans are assholes because they think you're just full of shit and they wish you weren't on the show that they love?
No, I think it's because Andy
wants Dave Cullinane to play the hits on the show every day, and that's what he wants.
Dave Cullinane would be infinitely better than Steve.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you
from the host of Nickels Worth of Free Advice. Andy, that means a lot.
Let me ask you a real question, okay? So Dave's been a producer, so I know you're obsessed with how our show's doing and all that. Dave's been producing another show for about over a year now. How are those numbers? Have they rocketed with Dave Cullinane as producer? Have they skyrocketed? Is the buzz crazy every day on social media for that show?
No idea.
How do you think it's doing versus my show?
I know that they just signed with that network, right? Some type of podcast.
Podcast One, yes. Where they get no money for it, but they get a piece of the advertising that Podcast One gets for them. Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything.
And when you tweeted out that perfect, that's exactly right. You should fucking tattoo that behind your fucking eyeballs. But when they had Adam Carolla on, and you were like, why can't Steve get them on? Do you think maybe it's because Adam Carolla's on Podcast One, and Podcast One told Adam Carolla to have Jerry on?
Yeah, sure. I don't even remember what you're talking about as far as me tweeting.
Well, you tweeted why can't Kirk get on a show like that to promote his show? Correct.
Oh yeah, that was a dig though.
Yeah, I know, but that's not. Dave had nothing to do with him going on Adam Carolla's show.
Okay, sure.
And I love Dave, by the way. I'm not criticizing. Dave does a great job. He's a great producer. If Steve got hit by a bus, I'd love to have Dave come in and produce a show once in a while. He does a great job. But like, hold on, is the Jerry Callahan like buzz on social media from that show? Does that knock you down every single day with Dave producing it?
No, but I also think I think your show's social media buzz has declined.
I don't know. I don't think sometimes yes, sometimes no.
You want me to play the hits in the morning, Andy?
Oh, Andy, Dave, I don't want to turn
Steve, I'd like you to do something creative once. Steve, play the hits.
I like Dave, so I mean, I don't want this to be.
So let me say, you hate me so much, and I'm the worst part of the podcast, and yet you want more of me. So you're just as consistent as Menners was earlier.
Well, how is Steve checked out? Like what? Give me some examples.
Every time you turn to Steve and say, "What else you got?" It's something that would be better off on the Jerry Callahan podcast.
As it has always been with him. That's not different.
Exactly. As it's always been with him.
So was he checked out when he was doing it 9 months ago?
I think Steve came in. My speculation is Steve came in with different expectations as to what the show would be.
You don't fucking know me at all, so shut your fucking mouth.
I'm not sure that's untrue, though, Steve.
No, but I knew that it was going to be something different, and I knew that it would evolve.
Yeah, I mean, Andy,
it would be a surprise. But like, I'm not. Am I supposed to just change? Am I supposed to become a big Bruce Springsteen fan?
Andy, where you're missing it here is what your argument should be is if Dave Cullinane got away from Jerry Callahan and worked with Kirk Minifan, who's more talented than Jerry, then he'd be in a better position to take off.
Well, one thing I think, the parody songs used to be a big part of the show, and then they seem to dry up. Mm-hmm. I think Dave would be a better curator of fan-generated content.
That would be great. Yeah. That would be wonderful.
I think Steve let it die on the vine. You didn't think that was wonderful, the parody songs, when it was like every day there was a new song about something that happened the day before?
They're great, but also I think less is more with those. I got a little sick of them.
But if I'm being honest, this fucking idiot doesn't understand. I'm not soliciting parody songs. Like if fans create them and send them to me, I play them. Like if
you don't. Well, that's not what I heard, Steve.
Know, right?
So we can play the one that you sent me. I was just looking back through my old emails.
I'd like to hear this. Sure. Let's hear this. Let's see. Let's hear the.
I never sent the parody song.
You didn't send Kirk. Oh no, maybe.
No, I didn't, Steve. Fucking idiot.
6 months ago, you got that right.
Yeah, that's true.
But Kirk, so as you just said, Steve has always consistently brought you takes and things to talk about that are from his point of view, the things he's interested in.
Sure.
Shouldn't a producer working with a once in a lifetime talent like you, shouldn't he be curating what he's bringing to the table to fit your taste and play to your strengths rather than his own?
To some extent, but I would also say, like, I am always looking at it on my own. So I don't, there's not, and he texts me stuff during the day that I will then say on the show like it's mine.
And you think that am I supposed to become a big fan of movies? Am I supposed to like change my personality just in order to copycat?
You should be bringing some movie stuff to the table because you're working with Kirk fucking Minifan.
But for example, Andy, like during the day, Steve might text me a story. I can find one that when I bring it up on the show, you would think it's more my taste, but Steve saw it and sent it to me because he knows I'm going to like it. I mean, would you like me then to note that while the show goes on? Hey, Steve sent me this, so you can put it in your like thing of Steve working hard on the show?
No, I just don't think if you weren't working for Kirk and the Kirk Minifan show existed, would you be listening to it?
Just like I never listened to WEEI. I never listened to him when I wasn't working for him. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, I would.
You definitely didn't listen to him. That's been clear before.
I didn't listen to the early stuff, but when he started his war with the Globe and the merchants and stuff happened, I was listening every morning. We later talked about it.
Do you think
on
Dave
the Howard Carr show.
Do you think Dave Cullinane listens to the show every day? I don't listen to his.
I think he listens to this show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I would think so.
I have no idea.
That's why I think Dave would just be better because it seems like
Dave Cullinane is not going to produce the show. Like, I love Dave. Again, this is not an anti-Dave thing.
Listen, don't close the door completely.
The door is closed. Like, I
leave
like
it
Dave.
open.
Dave is doing his thing.
What
with
if
Jerry.
Steve gets hit by a car tomorrow?
I would want a whole new producer to do the show. I don't want to go back. I don't know if you know this or not. Like, I don't. There's a reason why, and I know you want me to do shows with Fred Toucher and stuff. There's a reason why I don't like the case, for example, like whether you like me or not, or respect me or not, you don't like me anymore, you like the show, you don't think I'm good, whatever. I'm always trying to do something different, always. And this is something different.
That's why I've always accepted, like, as much as I love KMS, I've always anticipated, like, it could end tomorrow, and Kirk's the type of guy who's always going to be evolving, always going to be trying new stuff, so enjoy it while it's here.
Well, dude, Steve, let him have his moment. You have to simulate the oral sex. The guy's complimenting my talent. He's not a fan of mine anymore, but he used to be, which I respect. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Do you have a mole in the private Twitter chat known as the 14?
Do you have many moles on the hideous face of yours? No. I don't think so. Why?
Okay, well, if you want, we'll talk offline if you need.
This is another thing. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with not being included in that private.
I think we're good. What else? Do you have any actual questions? So, you have any questions about the case, about anything else?
Yeah. Okay. Do you? Who is taking the hours and hours and hours of raw audio for the case and editing it into the episodes and creating the story out of the raw content?
Well, I mean, Steve's going to do the actual physical editing, but I think Steve would say I'm whatever the word is. It's my story. It'll be
like the Cullen episode. You're gonna write it and I'll produce it.
It's my story. It's my, and Steve's done a great job. He's done tremendous amount of work. He's done a phenomenal job, but this is my story. Are you
nervous about that, Steve? Do you think you're up for that task?
Of course, I'm nervous about all the work that I do, but I think that the Cullen episode is a great example of the multi-track editing that'll be involved.
Which you were part of, I think, Mayo.
I was born for that role.
I wasn't engaging the fans enough when I reached out to you. Ooh,
that's a good point. It's a fair point.
So, idiot. Steve, what concerns me about you, and you have acknowledged.
He's got concerns.
I
can't wait to hear this.
This is why I wanted you to show today, just for that face right there. Go ahead.
You've said you think that your technical skills are your weakest point as a producer. So
because I don't have a news boss to play drops in the middle of a show. As far as editing is concerned, like go back and listen to Cullen.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like, I have no concerns about that. If I had concerns about I'm taking this so seriously, it'd be addressed. I have zero concerns about that.
Like if I had a news boss like EEI has, you could play drops at a much quicker rate. But we're on a not in a shoestring budget, but we have a studio that can be picked up and moved to South Carolina if we need to, which doesn't necessarily lend itself to
Spartan for sure.
higher production quality of a live to tape.
I wouldn't be worried about that aspect of it with Steve. He's going to do a good job with that.
All right, we'll see.
It's true. I mean, I guess who knows?
There's speculation.
Okay.
I'd like addressed that.
People are saying,
yes.
Critics have claimed.
8 people on Twitter are saying.
It's more than 8. Did Steve not go to South Carolina because his in-laws are visiting? Is that the reason he wasn't with you last time you were there?
I mean, that was part of it, but I think Kirk very much said, like,
first of all, I didn't say I was in South Carolina last time. Wherever we went, wherever the case took me, I don't think it was South Carolina actually that time. But Steve's in-laws were there, and I said, yeah, I don't need you for this one. I can bring my phone and do the voice recording, which sounds good, by the way. I think Steve would confirm. It's actually the best, most compelling audio we've had yet.
There was speculation,
who is saying that? Who's telling you that?
Oh, I can't. I don't burn sources.
Okay.
I don't burn sources.
Can you imagine why I'm dying to leave the show? It's so hard to believe.
That's what I don't get, though, Kirk. I have been surprised since you started KMS. I thought you would have more fun with guys, fans like me that don't play into the podcast Jesus kiss your ass thing and needle you and but it's not fine. You say it's fine, but you don't act like it's fine.
But here's why it doesn't work for me is because it's always this. You're as boring as the ones. This is my issue with them, is the ones who always kiss my ass. You guys are exactly the same on the other side. It's exactly the same.
I feel like you don't hear it when guys like me say nice stuff.
But I'm telling you my take on it, but I don't care. But any other questions?
Yes, I do have more. Oh, but that one, basically the speculation was that Steve's in-laws were not visiting. He didn't go because he's interviewing for other jobs.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. Can confirm.
Look, I can tell you, if Steve said to me tomorrow, hey, look, it's too much work. I just got a job somewhere else. Got offered a program director at a conservative radio station. Just say.
I'm going to go produce the Grace Curley show.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. And he said the money is maybe not the same, but the hours are regular and the stress is less and the social media, the idiots are less. And I would just feel better for doing that. I would say, go do it. Like, I'm not going to, what am I supposed to say in that situation?
You're supposed to call Cullinane in that situation.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
I've always wondered this. I like Justin, Intern Justin, but personally, I like him more than Carano.
Good.
I did not understand.
Steve looks violently
Why did you hire Justin over Carano?
Because Justin was already here as an intern, and it's not exactly a full-time job. And Carano's an adult. But I think Carano would have taken that opportunity. It just seemed like Carano had more of a technical and creative skill set to offer than Justin did. I don't know. I enjoy having Justin around. He works hard. He does whatever we ask him to do. I think that's a better job for a young guy who's trying to move up.
Do you ever see a role for Carano?
No.
Why not?
Because to do what?
If you have part-time stuff that Justin's doing,
sure. This stuff, Carano's doing stuff for the case. We always do. I love Carano. There's always a role for him. But
this isn't like an NPR podcast where there are 40 paid
or
positions available.
Bruce Obama. With the end, they think 48 people. It's just not. I was talking to Dan Katz last night. We were laughing about that. They have 3 people on that show, and it's the fucking biggest podcast in the world. Or, one of the 5 biggest podcasts on the planet. I'm going to pay Mac. I love Carano, but what's he gonna do? Songs?
I would think he'd give you a list of things he could do.
Okay, well, he's done that, and we're not doing that right now. It's not necessary.
I'm glad you hired Intern Justin because I'm sure it hurt Carano, but it just seemed like I just wondered why. Let me see. Mike's been good. We don't need to talk about Mike being good. That's no fun.
Thank you.
All right, Kirk. Here, I got one last one. I've always wondered this.
Steve, what's going on in your head right now?
I was thinking if I ever just lost the audio to a podcast, I'd want it to be this one.
Why? I think it's no other podcast on earth would do this. Nobody else would do this.
No other podcast on earth would kill a cat with a broken beer bottle.
We might, but here's the thing: none of these answers will satisfy. He'll bitch about the same stuff. He won't be like, you know what? I went on with the guy. Second time, by the way. He's answered all my questions. He'll bitch about the same stuff again and again. So it's an exercise of futility. But go ahead.
What are the mental health professionals in your life? What do they say about the role that your job plays?
Yeah,
the connection between your job and your.
I'm not talking about that.
No, okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to talk about that. I think you fucking figure it out.
I could speculate. I've always been curious about it.
Do you think they think it's a healthy existence for me doing this show and dealing with these people?
I would think no.
Or should I, maybe, with somebody I've been talking to on and off for 30 years, right? Let's just say there's a doctor I've talked to weekly on and off for almost over 30 years. And I said to him, hey, you know what? This stuff, all these lunatics that we talk about, and I've cultivated, by the way. There's another opportunity to do something else in the same field that I enjoy doing a lot. It may bring a bigger audience, but way more anonymity, and I don't have to deal with these people anymore and make more money, and not have to do the other thing at all. What do you think that mental health professional would suggest I do?
I would agree with them. I'm sure they would suggest you take that other opportunity.
Correct. So, I would throw that in there as well. It's a fair question.
Well, and I would, like I said, I would agree with them in that.
Oh, good. Well, thank you. Well, now we have Andy Mayo is agreeing with this as well, Steve.
That's great.
Well, I just, you think I hate you. I certainly wish you all the best.
I don't wish you any of the best. What do you have to say to? What do you have to say? Any final words with you and Steve Robinson? This is where the real. I mean, you love me, obviously. Like you are in love with me, but down deep, your hatred for Steve Robinson is incredible.
I think Steve lacks integrity, and I think he will burn you eventually.
Like, so I'd be curious to play this. Like, if you'll take whatever he does is a win on that. If Steve left the show, that's not burning me.
I mean, there's a manner in which someone can leave something, and there's a good way to do it and a bad way to do it.
I don't think he would. I really don't. I mean, well, what's a bad?
No, I'm curious. Why do you think that I lack integrity?
Steve,
I think someone who lacked integrity would have taken that video that you sent that you really didn't want posted to the YouTube channel,
with this ISIS one,
and would have just posted it anyways.
That's a good point.
Somebody who lacked integrity would have doxed your name or your phone number on the show instead of removing it as I have multiple.
And boy, do you
times.
fucking dance? And for a guy who's calling people out and this and that, when
you're such a fucking asshole to me, and I've literally done nothing
with your name.
I've protected your identity.
Everybody knows your name by now. I mean, what are we doing here?
I don't think everybody knows my name. Steve, I appreciate that in those instances, you weren't a total shitbag. I do appreciate that. We
know your address. We know what you're doing. We know what your bedroom looks like.
In what instance have I ever been a shitbag to you?
That's actually a fair question.
Yeah, maybe not to me directly, Steve.
All right, well, there it is. He didn't get his ass.
Can I answer the question of why I think you lack integrity?
Here's the real. Well, you can in a second, but here's the truth. And again, this is not meant to disparage Dave. Dave has the ability, Colony, to respond to every single person who tweets at him, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. We love Dave. But you don't do that. So Andy doesn't like you as much.
That's really what it is. I'm not working hard enough because I'm not responding to every single Minifan who tweets.
Right. And Dave works really hard. Dave's a great producer, but that's ultimately what it comes down to is you.
That's what I said. They don't get their assholes tickled enough.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely not it, Steve. I think you're the type of person who lies reflexively.
Well, we do know he lies, but I think.
Well, okay, so that to me indicates a lack of integrity. But honesty is one of the most important characteristics a person can have.
What's an example of that?
Of you lying?
Yes.
Come on, Steve.
There's the stuff that we joked about, like the tennis or the hot dog contest. But what's something material?
If you actually did engage with your audience, you would know that every single day people are just collecting the list of things that you said that you obviously were full of shit about.
Hold on, Mayo. If they're doing that, I thought there's not as much interaction with the show anymore. People are still doing that?
Yeah, in DMs. It's like everything's moved into DMs as I've recently learned.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry I'm missing out on that.
You'd be amazed some of the people and what they say in DMs that they won't say outside of.
You mean they don't like the show? Like, do you think I care if like Steve from Providence doesn't actually like the show? Who gives a shit?
I thought you would give a shit. Hey, is the Hall of Fame dead?
Yes.
Were you surprised I was not on the ballot?
I didn't care. I mean, Madawaska. Madawaska to me is like almost 99% dead right now. I would say the Hall of Fame is. I just don't. There's nobody on. I would say nobody's worthy right now.
What about Sacco in July?
No, I'd say no to that right now.
Sacco.
No.
Yeah, that seems like a no.
You want to go sit in your car again the entire time?
It's not a fucking pandemic.
Don't engage with the Minifans.
Is that what he did, really?
Oh yeah, he sat in his car like a little bitch boy.
There's so much hatred here. I'm not really sure why. Actually, to be fair, man, I can see where Steve's coming from. Like, he's treated you really well. He's protected you. He's actually literally protected you. When
I've done nothing. I've done nothing to you.
A bitch and complain. Don't say my name.
And get your stupid YouTube
take
show.
My mask off. And like, he's actually like, he could have easily said, fuck off. He didn't.
How much credit can I give him for not doing the wrong thing? He lacks
integrity. He's an asshole. He's a bad guy. He's going to shiv me. Like, I don't know.
I just think he's snaky.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Goodbye. So there you go. You feel better now, Steve? Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. That one was for the mole. I got to abort Andy now, too.
Go ahead.
All right.
Well, there you go. Any thoughts?
Yeah, well, we wonder why our education system has gone to shit when you've got guys like him spending their day arguing with a podcast host.
Is he a teacher?
I didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it's fine. Part of me is like, God, they care about the show, but man, these fucking people. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like Menners is like lighthearted.
Yeah.
Like he's goofy. He's in on the joke. That's a humorless human being.
But Andy is also a guy who aspires to be you. Like he wants to emulate
I'm a
you
doubter
and
and I question things.
But the irony of it is that he's so bad at constructing arguments. Like he's listened to you like systematically construct arguments against whether it's the Globe or Murchison or whatever, but he just has no ability to do that himself.
I think the 5K thing is fair, but other than that, it's just like I don't know what, you know. Again, I would lay it out. I enjoy doing this show very much. I like doing this show. I like working with Steve and having Mike come in and Jared. We have a good time. The show is fun. But if Barstool, again, laid out in the scenario I laid out, we're going to pay you as much or more to do just the case, which I'm not giving up. I'm not going to stop doing the case as long as they want to keep doing it. And you don't have to do the show anymore. Why would I keep doing the show? Because I owe it to the fans?
And why does that put a hair across Andy's ass?
I get why listeners
hates the show.
Well, that's true. But I get why if you're a diehard listener to the show, you'd be like, "Fuck, I don't want that to happen." But you know, that's my life. Like if the contract's up and I sign a new contract and it's different, I'm not going to do the show. I have an obligation to. It doesn't make any sense.
But there's a weird sense of entitlement that I don't think other hosts have to put up with.
Yeah, but I think I've cultivated it to this.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, we'll be in Madawaska, I'm sure. And I'm sure we'll be in Saco. And I'm sure we'll be fucking the Wilbur next. You know, those things are all going to happen. But right now, you know, and it is different than booing a quarterback if he's not playing well. It just is. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, it's just a dumb analogy. But he's, you know, whatever. Came on, asked us questions. And I hope he wears his Milton's because Milton's winter warehouse sale is happening right now. Your last chance to take advantage of these blow warehouse sales prices. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, North Face, Under Armour, all incredible warehouse sale prices. If you want to keep this show going, if you want to keep me from losing my mind, please go to Milton's right now. If you want some great clothes at a great price. Miltons.com. Today's the day to do it before all the best deals are gone. The original sponsor of this guy right here, not just the Kirk Minahan Show. Social Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, Miltons.com. Check out their sale page for the best deals before they are gone. Social Plaza in Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, and Chestnut Hill, or online at Miltons.com. Our great, long time, the original sponsor of me, the people I love, Dana, Bill, the whole crew. Go to Miltons and tell them you're there because of the Kirk Minahan Show, and they'll treat you great, regardless, of course. But they're going to give you a great deal with some fantastic clothes. Go to Miltons today, their physical stores, or Miltons.com. All right, what do you got, Steve?
Well, obviously, we have to talk about the Neera Tanden nomination to be director of the Office of Management and Budget, right?
We'll do that later. We'll do that later.
All right. Well, that's the only thing I have.
You are not happy right now.
That's the only thing I have.
You get really worked up about this.
Actually, the bigger news, I think, in the Minifan world is that Benjamin Allbright got some news that I wish Andy Mayo would get. A cancer diagnosis.
That's not nice. Wait, Ben Allbright has cancer?
That's what he told David Cisneros.
Oh, Jesus. Is he all right or no?
Well... He said he was acting salty online or DMing David, and David, the guy we had on the show,
with his wife,
he said, "Hey man, are you drunk or something?" And Allbright responded in a DM, "No, I just got a cancer diagnosis, so I'm a little rattled."
Oh, Jesus!
And it turns out that he got a cancer diagnosis of someone he knows.
Oh, okay. Ooh. It's like that person with the brain tumor that we had on before.
Yes, yeah. Well, no, she didn't. She wouldn't come on. She was shitting on Barstool, and when we asked her to come on, she said she would, but she had a brain tumor.
So. So I guess I should have mentioned this when I was talking to Andy Mayo. This is where Intern Justin is valuable. He is now obsessed with bringing down Benjamin Allbright.
Yes.
To the point where I don't even care. I've moved on from Allbright. And Justin is tuning in every night, calling away. Has anybody broken through yet or no?
No. Well, I mean, they've broken through in the terms of that they're living inside Ben Allbright's head.
Oh, my God.
But I think if I had any advice for the people who are trying to call, it would be use Google Voice and get a Colorado area code.
Sure.
And then call that way, because I think they're screening any area codes that
makes
they don't
sense.
recognize. But yeah, there's a couple audio clips from Ben's show.
Let me hear Benny.
The haters will say that I've made up my love for Spandau Ballet.
And you also got to be careful, because if you decide to say something that is proven false, even though you're being tongue-in-cheek, they might take it the wrong way and decide to make a whole segment or show out of it,
Well, I mean, hey, look, if you're not able to fill content any other way, and that's what you've got to do because you're a talentless hack.
No! Wait a minute, what?
Let's get to Ben's best bet.
Is he talking about me?
He's talking about you.
God damn it. Fucking Allbright got me again. Somebody else called us a talentless hack. Who was that? Somebody did. I forget who it was.
Not Mark Madden.
Somebody like that. Well, I was on Spitting Chicklets.
Yes.
I mean, they don't know the history. I love those guys, but Jesus Christ. That's funny, though. Talentless. Well, all right. I don't know. I mean, What is this?
This is their bumper coming back.
Oh.
Hi, welcome to our Broncos country tonight. Ryan Edwards, Benjamin Allbright. Yes, we're going to hear a lot of Daft Punk tonight. They broke up. I know. Hell, man. Brutal. Excited to be here with you. As always, hit us up on the text line 56690. Give us a call, 303-713-8585. Got a fun show for you this evening. Ben said you're in a good mood. How are you?
I had a great day. It could not have gone any better if I had mapped it out.
Well, good.
And I'll leave the details of that out for now. Shout out to Justin Trudell out there in Mansfield, Massachusetts. I know you're listening right now, buddy. You should definitely call in. Have your buddies call in. We will definitely answer the lines.
What a psycho.
713-85.
I tell you, he's a fucking serial killer. That's a movie with a done.
He really is a fucking Bond villain.
Shout out to Justin Trudeau. I can see you, Justin. That's funny. What a nut. Jesus.
Total psycho.
I saw that idiot, that Canadian idiot, the drunk guy. He was talking about Justin was talking about the ratings and
is he not on the list of people we have to call today?
No, I think we're good. Okay. The ratings of the station is like 25th or something.
21st.
Yeah, 21st. And the Canadian guy was like, "What's Kirk's rating on iTunes or whatever?" And it's like 110 or something. And it's like comedy, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess that's a comparison, but I'm pretty sure that he's in radio. When I was in radio, I was more successful than he was. I'm just going to take a guess. I wasn't doing fucking.
You never pulled a 1.7.
I never did.
Maybe it's 17.
Some 11.7s, but yeah, I just people like that's what I mean when I say like goodbye. I mean that's another person I hope is dead soon. But what else?
Well, we can get into
legitimately. I hope that guy dies. Go ahead.
We can get into the great new podcast that we're competing against.
I don't think it. I saw my old partner, Jerry Callahan, make fun of this podcast. I got to say, I've listened to it 5 times. It gets better each time. It gets better each time.
What was your favorite part?
I think the part where they're probably talking about America, their dads or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The podcast should be called Know My Dad because it's my dad that, no, my dad this. No, my dad did this.
Actually, I've got a better title for it.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Kerry just nodded off.
No. When I heard of this podcast yesterday, my name for it was Two Men Who Hate America. That's what I put on Facebook.
That's what they should call it.
But by the way, I've always had this theory ever since I was a kid. When I was in high school when Born in the USA came out.
Right? That Marriott in South Carolina.
That guy's I think he's the host of or the editor of Cold Hard Football.
That's Kerry Byrne, who I like, who I did some fill-in stuff with way back in long year, 10, 15, 12 years ago or whatever. There's a reason why when there was Kirk and Callahan show, he was not part of that show. I would just say we had a casting coach. He was never on it, but that's, I think Jerry's trying to fill time.
I will say when I saw the subtitle of the podcast was Born in America, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a good troll job. That's
God knows, both of them, I mean, they're calling it Renegades, Born in the USA, which is ironic because these two are the last. I mean, if there's anything,
I don't think we need to hear this guy criticize it. Jesus, shut up,
either
Jerry.
of them, let me know. And Born in the USA, everyone knows Barack Obama wasn't born in the USA. I mean, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Actually, that's disinformation. I shouldn't say that. He was born in America.
He's funny. He's funny.
When I listen to his show, I can't help but hear it in. It's just like a bunch of drops lined up.
That's all it is. Yeah. When I talk on the phone, that's how they go. I walk them into these drops now. Well, let's hear from Bruce Springsteen and President Obama, if you don't mind. Pick some of the more compelling, interesting parts, if you would, Steve, please.
So you're growing up in Freehold.
My grandparents, they allowed me freedoms as a child that really children shouldn't have, because my grandmother had lost her daughter in a traffic accident at 5 years old. I was the next child that came along. I was given complete license to do whatever I wanted to do.
So what were you doing, man? I mean, you were just tearing up Freehold?
Exactly.
Just running rampant?
Hold on. So this is Spotify?
Yes.
This is risky. I'm just going to give you, you see, people say you don't have balls. You are doing something right now. Spotify is not aware. You grabbed the raw stuff and they were just talking before they started the podcast. Those are just the two of them just talking.
Yeah, of course.
They're just bullshitting right there. I mean, they're just
over.
What are you doing, man?
It was like over a 2-day period.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What happened then?
I don't know if you know this, but they've actually been friends for a long time. They went on vacation together once.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like This wasn't like a media deal or anything.
Oh, who knew?
It's not a money grab or anything.
So Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen have been friends for like 40 years?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a long time.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Let's have our friend Bill Ayers on today.
I would actually, that'd be good.
Be explosive.
It's like 3 minutes to get that joke.
Well, it would be. Go ahead.
You couldn't be a teenager in the 60s and not be aware that race was the fundamental issue of the day,
I will say,
I don't care. I find it compelling. I don't care. I love the guy. Like, I'll even listen to this. That's how much I love. I mean, sorry, Steve. I've always said the one thing you can call me a fraud on is Bruce Springsteen. I will not criticize it. It's not going to happen. I love it. It's great. I love Obama. I love Bruce. I love the reunited States of America. Love it. Love it. Love it. Like, I listen to Bruce tell compelling stories about his dad all day long. You will never. You cannot break me. Ben Allbright himself could interrogate me on this for weeks. He could test my piss. You will not break me on Bruce Springsteen. I am unbreakable.
I will say it's a very calming podcast to listen to.
It's an ASMR podcast.
Yes,
it is.
It's not a bad listen.
You should have an apple at the end of it.
There are worse things to listen to, like anything on the Kirkman Network. You do.
Oh, how dare you say that, Steve?
In America, we have loved black people and brown people when they're entertaining us, but when they want to live next door, we remain a tribal society.
That's an unfair point, boss.
It's part of our trend.
Hold on. And I would
talk to John Meter-Perel.
Well, I'd also say, Bruce, can I I'm not me, but I could see some idiot saying, hey, Bruce, can we take a look at your neighborhood? What do your neighbors look like? Because I'm sure they are diverse.
For sure.
No question about it. Like his band right now. It's an incredibly diverse musical experience, in my opinion.
That continues, obviously, to this day,
Sounds young. Sounds like a baby almost at this point. Is he 15 years old?
I don't think it's ever been more.
Take your time.
More essential.
Thank you. Very good.
A subject as it is at this very moment. I think.
Good. Take it. There's no rush. There's no. Why are you always in a rush?
Why is it so hard to talk about race? Why am I?
Seems like you're struggling with it a little bit. Not Bruce. I mean, you, Steve. Not Bruce. Not Bruce.
Talk about race. You have to talk about your differences. Talk about race. You have to talk about.
Okay. Well, I mean, did you have to blow into the thing before you started the podcast, or no?
You might have been better if you did.
How dare you say that? It's an excellent podcast. I can't recommend it strongly enough. I love all 6 parts, although only the first 2 have been released so far.
So there was an interesting story. I've criticized Obama plenty, but the guy always manages to show you something new from his history or his past.
Now we're just playing your greatest hits. You deserve it after the email code.
This guy has written how many words about his life?
Many tomes, as they say.
Yeah, he's got the first part of his presidential memoirs out, and he wrote 2 books. Well, actually, Bill Ayers, I think, probably goes through one of them.
Memories?
Dreams of my father.
Yep.
Dreams of my father, and then another one that was more of an autobiography. Mm-hmm. So, fully explored his history and his observations on race, but somehow left this clever anecdote until
this was going to happen.
Until he was going to do a podcast.
Sure, with the boss.
I don't know what that's about.
Where does it come from?
Yeah.
And why would you pull that out? Because the same thing happened to me. Listen, when I was in school, I had a friend. We played basketball together. And one time we got in a fight, and he called me a coon. Now, first of all,
Bruce did not like that.
Ain't no coons in Hawaii, right? So, it's one of those things where he might not even know what a coon was. What he knew was, I can hurt you by saying this. And I remember I popped him in the face and broke his nose. And we were in the locker room.
Well done.
And suddenly blood's pouring down.
And
it was just reacting. I said, what? And I popped him. And he said, why'd you do that? And I explained to him, I said, don't you ever call me something like that.
Well, good. He should do that.
Yeah,
you don't believe the story?
No, I totally believe it. I just think it's great that he's saved it until
Well, do you
now.
think the sitting president now would have a more ridiculous story that people would believe?
Actually, it's funny you asked that,
I will say this. I don't find that impossible, that story. You might. I don't.
I find it
odd that it's never been told before.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. Compare it to this story, which, it's been shame on Steve Robinson, one of the great hunters of Joe Biden stories. How does it slip through your fingers all these years? Maybe I've checked out.
Yes, I have checked out. If I missed this one, I consider myself like a steward of awkward Biden clips.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of your fetishes.
What was that like walking into the great Senate chamber at 29 years old?
I walked in when I was 21 and I got arrested. It was a Saturday. I was down visiting some friends at Georgetown University. And I came up on a Saturday morning because I was fascinated with the Senate. And they had a Saturday session. I walked up those days, no guards stopping everywhere. And they just got out of session. I walked in the back. All of a sudden, I found myself in the chamber and I was stunned. I walked up, sat down, the presiding officer's seat. Guy grabbed me by the shoulder, said, "You're under arrest." Literally 9 years later, as I walked onto the Senate floor through the same door, that same guy, cop, said to me, "Senator, you remember me?" And I said, "Geez, I don't." He said, "I arrested you 9 years ago."
Wow. How about
he said, "Welcome back."
Yeah, welcome back.
Jesus, so there you go.
Come on.
I mean, you don't believe that?
The people on the right are trying to say, like, oh, this shows that Biden was arrested for insurrection and that like he's guilty of the same people who stormed the Capitol in January.
Jesus,
because he went and sat in the Senate president's seat.
Well, I'd say that's
a little bit of a reach too.
Clearly, a lot. Yes, clearly,
the story did not happen.
No arrest records, right?
I haven't seen anything. No.
There you go. All right, Trifecta Nutrition. You go to trifectanutrition.com/Kirk. You get 40% off meal prep with my name, Kirk, as a code. It's convenient. You save time rather than having to spend hours meal prepping every week. Nutritional goals are met. You get great food made that's fresh, farm to fork supply chain, never frozen, organic produce, gluten-free, animal welfare level 5, highest possible. It's a prep elite athletes use. Fully cooked food. Again, no wasted time cooking or cleaning. Just heat and get healthy. It's vegan. Keto, much, much more. It's an app that tracks everything that's going on for you. So, I mean, you're all set. Delicious food at a better price than it normally is, which is already a great price. 40% off meal prep with code Kirk. Trifectanutrition.com/Kirk. Trifectanutrition.com/Kirk for this exclusive offer today.
One thing we forgot to do from the Bruce podcast is the thank yous at the end. Play that?
Yeah, 1 second. So I was saying, last night I was talking to Dan for a while, just about whatever, company stuff, nothing crazy. And I mentioned to him
how you're moving on from KMS.
No, you want me to move on from KMS. Just admit it.
I mean, for the same reasons that you just articulated. Like, if the offer was there from Barstool, yeah.
Let's be honest with each other. We'll ask each other these questions in full honesty. If you could just do one show going forward and you're paid exactly the same, what would it be?
The case.
Okay.
If you could do one show going forward and you're paid exactly the same, and I'm saying same in terms of the revenue sharing agreement, what would it be?
Both. I can't leave either one. You talked to these people today. Why would you want to leave?
That's a good point.
I mean, there are people in DMs saying that they don't like the show, Steve. I mean, I'm glad I have to win those people, because if I keep winning them and have them on and talk to them one by one, I'll certainly change their minds.
It's true.
Giving them the audience and the platform won't make them crazier. It'll make them more normal. That's my strategy.
I'm glad I have their phone numbers now, so I can call them after every show. Or actually, I'll call them before every Wednesday show. Say, hey man, what are you thinking for today?
Hey, what do you got?
Like, I'm trying to get more in tune with what Kirk wants. Can you just kick around a couple of topics with me?
So I talked to Big Cat, and I was saying to him, I think we had him on before we talked about this, when that New York Times won the award or whatever, the podcast Podcast of the Year, whatever. No, the Time Podcast of the Year. Remember
the Daily.
They listed. Yeah. Remember they had 4 different tweets with all the ads that people worked it. And Dan was saying, I think I said this earlier, like he could do a show with just Hank and PFT, and it would be fine. They have a couple of, they got the guy who fucking Seiko, right? He's part of it.
Yeah, Billy Football,
and a couple of other people. They might have 5 or 6 people. We have 2. Justin's not full-time, right?
No.
So we have 2.25, and even if it was full-time, 2.25.
I mean, Justin really does more like maintaining a YouTube channel, doing some promotional stuff.
But they'll send you like audio or something that pops up.
Yeah, like he sent me the Ben Allbright clips. He's done a good job grabbing clips.
Does a great job. Yeah. So whatever, 2.5 people working on full-time on the show. PM, Pardon My Take has 5, whatever. Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama have... Let's just hear again. This is a podcast where 2 people are in a studio, Bruce's studio in New Jersey, just talking. And this is what they have.
Renegades Born in the USA is a Spotify original, presented and produced by Higher Ground Audio in collaboration with Dustlight Productions. From Higher Ground Audio, Dan Fearman, Anna Holmes, Mukta Mohan, and Joe Paulson are executive producers.
Okay.
Carolyn Lipka and Adam Sachs are consulting producers.
Oh, nice.
Janae Marable is our editorial assistant.
Nice.
From Dustlight Productions, Misha Youssef and Arwen Nix are executive producers.
Okay.
Elizabeth Nakano, Mary Knopf, and Tamika Adams are producers.
Okay.
Mary Knopf is also editor.
Oh, all right.
Andrew Epen is our composer and mix engineer.
Nice.
Additional mixing from Valentino Rivera. Rainier Harris is our apprentice. Transcriptions by David Rodriguez.
I need an apprentice.
Special thanks to Rachel Garcia, the Dustlight Development and Operations Coordinator.
Thank you, Rachel.
Daniel Eck, Don Ostroff, and Courtney Holt are executive producers for Spotify.
Jesus Christ.
Gimlet and Lydia Polgreen are consulting producers. Music supervision by Search Party Music. From the great state of New Jersey, special thanks to John Landau, Tom Zimney, Rob Lebret, Rob DeMartin, and Barbara Carr.
That's Bruce's team.
We also want to thank Adrian Gerard, Marilyn Laverty, Tracy Nurse, Greg Lynn, and Betsy Whitney. And a special thanks to Patty Scalfa for her encouragement and inspiration.
She is married.
And to Evan, Jess, and Sam Springsteen.
Thank you.
From the District of Columbia, thanks to Christina Shockey, Mackenzie Smith.
These are Obama's people.
Katie Hill.
This is madness.
Eric
Katie Hill.
Schultz, Caroline Adler Morales.
Wait a minute, what'd she do?
Baron Heli Mescal, Alex Platkin, Kristen Bartoloni.
There's no names in there now.
And Cody Keenan.
Woody Allen.
And a special thanks to Michelle, Malia, and Sasha Obama.
What about?
This is Renegades, born in the USA.
So
you're wondering, that's two minutes and 22 seconds of thank yous.
Jerry counted 48 people, so I'll take his word for it. What does the fourth consulting producer do on the podcast where two guys are just talking to each other?
I have no idea. And there is some mixing going on because like Bruce picks up a guitar and just like,
oh, for sure, yeah.
Or maybe they mix that in, but that takes 2 seconds. Yeah,
you could do that podcast with. I was saying to Dan last night. I was like, if everything fell through and it was just you and PFT for a day, you could drive to his kitchen and put the phone down and do a pod. I mean, you could do it.
Yeah,
I know you don't think anybody else ever done a podcast on the phone before, but you can do it. 48, and look, they're jobs. I'm happy for them, but 48 people to do two guys talking.
So I would say Obama and Springsteen are such big guys that they probably need each of their personal assistants to schedule the time to get them
at least.
together.
Oh, to go, yeah, that's a
and
massive.
There's some Secret Service detail stuff
For
that needs
sure.
to be coordinated. But in terms of like the apprentice and the assistant mixer and the chief mixer and the executive producer, some of these guys, I don't think
Sasha had a lot to do with it.
I mean, that's just like acknowledgements in a book, right?
I guess, but it's a fucking podcast, though.
I know.
Should I think Harry Minahan every time I do a podcast? Thanks to Ben Robinson? Should we do this every time now? Like what are we doing? Thanks to Justin Trudell? Shout out to Justin Trudell. I know you're listening.
Chief mixer, Steve Robinson. Chief audio editor, Steve Robinson.
Oh, is it bad that I didn't know Justin's last name until fucking Allbright said it? You should probably know that. That's bad.
Why would you need to know?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Do you know former intern Will, RIP's last name?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Did you know any of the last names of the interns you had at EEI?
Nope.
Okay. As long as you can recognize their faces.
I think the last names were always, oh my God, Curtis is, I think, whatever it is. Keep Curtis away from me. The intern Nick Streeter, that was his last name.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I knew that.
That's a good one.
How did I know that for?
I have no idea.
Will, do you know Will's last name?
Blazer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Justin Trudell. I should know that.
Yeah, I mean, if Allbright knows it, you might.
Well, yeah.
Although he's Ben Allbright's personal terror, right?
I mean, he's a sworn enemy. Anything else?
Tragedy hit one of our coworkers, Deion Sanders.
Oh, I saw that people stole stuff from Prime.
Yes, he had all his stuff stolen out of his office.
Jeez, that's not good. I don't like when that happens to my guy. Prime reached out to me a few months ago. Remember, he had my back.
Yes, of course.
That's not good.
When I first saw I saw some tweets or something. I heard him ranting about getting stuff stolen from him. I was like, "Ooh, somebody in the Barstool office stole something from him."
Possible, but he's coaching in Jackson State now, right?
Yeah,
he's the head coach.
Yeah, so I guess all of his stuff disappeared from his office, but then they later said like they took it for safety.
Did he flip out on somebody though, or something?
Yeah.
Up and saying, God bless you, appreciate you and everything. I'm pissed off right now because I have mixed emotions. We won, kids played really well, but while the game was going on, somebody came in and stole every darn thing I had in my locker room, in the coach's office. Yeah, credit cards, wallets, watches.
In the audience go,
Thank God I had on my necklaces. How? So when I talk about,
I don't think the entire thing's worth listening to.
Checked out.
He just goes to the press conference and just starts ranting and raving about getting his stuff stolen. But
Jesus,
there might be some. Maybe it didn't get stolen. I'm not sure. But anyways, he ran away with it.
He's lying about it.
Well, I think in the moment he
was emotional.
Yeah, he thought his stuff got stolen, but I think they just took it for safekeeping.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, we got trivia official for next week now.
All right.
We're locked in, so you're ready.
Monday night.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Jeff will let us know.
Hasn't it been a Monday night?
I think it has.
Every night.
Is it?
Every time we've done it,
tape Monday night.
Yeah,
Okay.
every time we've
so
done it.
All right, we'll have Jared here in a couple of days. We'll go over.
Are we doing Friday morning or?
I think so. I'll let you know.
All right, Justin's prepared a training session for us.
Okay,
trivia.
we'll do it with him. All right, he's excited, Justin.
Yeah, he is. Well, I mean,
it's classy given that he's not part of it.
We didn't get a chance to use it because Jared. Actually, we should probably call Jared and let him know we're going to be in studio on Friday.
Let's confirm that. I'm so close to defending Woody Allen, you wouldn't even believe it. It's teetering. I don't want to do it.
You like that piece?
It was very well. Did you read it? Very well written.
I started reading a bunch of it just to get the gist of it. After
she did a good job. As a fellow documentarian, I am offended by the work. That's what I would say.
Good morning, Kirk.
Good morning, Jared. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
Every day, the way I look at it, every day the sun stays a little longer. It's getting a little warmer. We are that much closer to the crack of the bat. The beginning of the baseball season.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Cut grass.
What's that?
Every day. Fresh cut grass.
Yeah, Dave, what's his face? Has been the mow the lawn, right?
Dave Miller.
Yes, still doing that?
Oh, yeah. He's a legend of the game right now.
Stephen Murphy is looking up and down at potential people to take advantage of in the locker room. It's a new season, new fresh meat.
That was before my time.
Oh, okay.
Not on my watch.
Fine. Are you okay to do a show Friday or no?
I'd love to do a show Friday.
Okay. We'll say in studio, it's a 10 o'clock. Is that okay?
10 o'clock in the morning.
In the studio in Watertown.
In the studio, the one that we've normally done the show at.
Yes, Friday.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
All right, confirmed. Go ahead, Steve. You say something?
Oh, and also trivia. We think Monday night confirmed.
We think that's what it sounds like from Jeff. So.
Yeah. Did you see Casey was getting a little chippy with me over there?
I'm telling you, she protests too much, as they say. She's got to back off.
Yeah, I think it's because the bar still. By the way, wow! Shout out to the Kirk Minifan show, getting that promo from the main account.
Unbelievable! It's bizarre.
It might have been an episode that was 2 weeks old, but hey,
I mean, no shit. But that's I think it's the first time it's ever happened, ever.
Yeah, and because it was the clip that was 2 weeks old. I think that might have been an inside job. I think that they were trying to rile up Casey, who had already reacted.
It wasn't an inside job. They sent it. We just went back. Tyler O'Day emailed and said, "Hey, can you send us a video clip?" And I thought it would be for an advertiser deck or something. So we went through and found the one that got a ton of views on Twitter, and we're like, "Okay, we'll send this instead of sending a very recent one." So that's why they promoted one that was kind of old.
Right. Well, either way, Casey was quite defensive. And
too defensive, would you say?
I would say, if you were to consult a body language expert,
we can do that.
They would find we could do that. I think that we would find those actions to be quite suspicious.
Sus, as Harry Minahan would say.
Yeah, big time stuff.
And Harry Minahan is not handling the Miz winning the title well at all. I mean, really not handling it well.
You know what? I've got a new buddy who might be a person of interest to Harry Minahan.
Who's that?
He is. He's the person who makes the WWE titles that they actually use on TV. And I bought one, and you know how they have the WWE title, and they have the circle plates on the side that are customized to the champion.
Sure.
So yeah, I got custom rocket side plates
Jesus Christ.
For my brand new $1,500 WWE authentic title belt that the second I get it, you bet your ass I'm walking into that studio, sitting down right next to you and having it over my shoulder.
Wow. What is that going to, how long does it take to make that piece of work?
Probably like a month and a half ish around there.
It's going to be a great conversation piece when you can get back on Tinder.
I haven't been on Tinder since 2013. I feel like that's behind me. Those days are long gone. I've had nothing but horror experiences on Tinder.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. Well, congratulations. And so all right, so Friday it is.
Friday it is.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, goodbye.
Wait.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Yes.
Thank you. We have to talk about my appearance on Quantum Week when I come
Oh,
out
yes. I'm glad you did wait for that. Yes. I can't wait to have
a lot
that
of people have been talking. Hey, you know what? I was credit to me for waiting for Friday to talk about my appearance on Quantum Week. I just wanted to, plant the seed to the Minifans that's what's coming down.
It's almost like I didn't even know you were on, which is weird. But I will listen to it before we have you on Friday because I'm a pro.
A lot of people said it was a great episode.
Good. All right, we'll talk to you then.
All right.
Wait. That's not Quantum Week.
He's excited about the Blair Witch Project.
Is that what they talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, did you listen to it?
No, I saw some of the tweets. I was going to listen to it later today.
Really?
I was busy. I actually, for the very first time, I listened this morning to the Jerry Callahan podcast.
You've never listened to it before?
To pull clips.
That's not your wheelhouse.
This was the first time. But is it?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't need to be told what to think about current events. A lot of conservative media is that. People just being reminded what their opinion should be about some political development.
I'm now of the belief that's what people want, though.
They want bias confirmation.
People don't want what I try and do. Obviously we have an audience, but I'm saying most people don't. Most people want to be preached to. They just do. They don't want nuance. They don't want. I give you nuance. I want sandwich, baby.
I don't think that's a recent change. I don't
either. No. I don't either. But
look at Rush. Rush became super popular by just telling every conservative you're right and you're smarter than the liberals are.
And that's kind of what I'm going out with the Woody Allen thing, which I'm not going to get into whether I think he's innocent or guilty. I don't know. That's but I do think if you read it. If you look at it, Yale University talked to everybody. They had an independent report that said they don't think Woody Allen had anything to do with it. That's not going to be in that documentary. And I'll tell you, can we reach out to the guy's name is Kirby Dick, the director of this documentary. He's one of the directors.
Yeah.
Let me ask you if this movie would fly today. Let me see here. Filmography. Outrage, 2009. It's an HBO documentary, and you cannot find it on HBO. It was on HBO. You can never find it on HBO anymore. This is a documentary where they essentially out prominent Republicans who have done legislation against homosexuals. They out these people. You cannot find it on HBO. HBO wiped it out. One of the people they said was Charlie Crist. They talked about Shepard Smith being gay before he came out.
Oh, really?
They just speculate. You think that would fly in today's world? Where I
thought that's a big sin against progressivism.
Well, I mean, this was this. So he's one of these directors, and it was, this is what they did. If you go back and look at it, and you can't find it, because I was trying to find it yesterday on HBO. HBO has wiped it out entirely. It's gone. It doesn't exist. So
don't knock masturbation. It's sex with someone I love.
Don't leave with you. Don't knock masturbation. It's sex with somebody I love. But this documentary is so slanted. And again, I'm not saying that Woody Allen did or didn't do this, but give me the other side. This is why I hate, it's the way the world is now. You can watch Making a Murder, then you can watch a podcast that says Stephen Avery's totally guilty and believe both sides. And we're trying, and I'm trying for sure, with ours, to try and at least present everything.
Well, I think you've got your opportunity here to leave your fingerprints on the genre.
I think, and maybe people will be like,
maybe that's too hubristic to say.
Well, yeah, but I don't want it to be a hatch job against anybody. There are people who I think did things, but I want the other side heard from and represented. So, I mean, this is not happening here, and I think it's a mistake, and I think it makes them look suspicious when they don't do that. What are you hiding? Why aren't you bringing up these facts? So I mean, Woody Allen has a son. His other son, he adopted Dylan Farrow, and then the boy, and he's an adult now. He's like, this is a total fucking rip job. So I don't know, whatever. It's So So we have Carabas in here on Friday. Trying to think, is there anything else?
We could end with a parody song.
Oh, is it any good?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Ben Allbright can suck it. He can take it chin to balls. Polish the pole and clean those pipes till he gets lockjaw. He can slob on the knob all day long. He can lick the taint and all. Ben Allbright can suck it. He can take it chin to balls. Ben stuffed his mouth with so much sausage, not talking about Jimmy Dean. Sucking that junk just like he's going to audition for Harvey Weinstein.
Jeez.
He did a good job, but now he's left with such a humongous mess. A load so big and oh so heavy, not even Jared could shoulder press. Ben Allbright can suck it. He can take it chin to balls. Just a little mouth to south resuscitation. He can take it all. He's known round town for the Hoover maneuver. Spitting slobber is starting to fall.
Jeez.
Ben Allbright can suck it. He can take it chin to balls.
Of retirement, something had to happen, something significant.
Yeah, I would think so.
Wonderful.
He emphasizes he is still retirement.
He's still retired. He's still retired.
Just stopping by the office.
Good to see him.
Oh,
good. Well, it's a great song. Good to have him back. Excellent. Well, I think we'll end with that. We'll talk to you guys on Friday with. Thanks to. What are you giving me that high sign for?
Oh, I was just cracking my knuckles.
You crack your knuckles oddly. What the fuck?
I was just getting ready to push the stop recording button, and then you stopped.
I wanted to thank our guests. So don't you want to thank them?
Oh yes. Yeah. Thank you to Menners, and thank you to.
Why would you do that?
Why would I do what?
Why have to be a dick? Why is your existence being a dick? We'll talk to you Friday with Carabas.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.